Hey, this is Tom from Team ProCycle. Today we're going to be working on the TW200 project, and we're going to be adding an Ergo Kit that includes taller and stronger bars, plus some nice grips and a better set of foot pegs. A little bit more aggressive, a little bit wider, actually a lot wider than the OE platform that comes on the TW200. Okay, to go ahead and get started, we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver, 12mm wrench, and an 8mm wrench to go ahead and start loosening all the control components on the handlebars. I started by loosening up the throttle housing, moving on to the next housing all the way across the handlebar, and eventually removing the mirrors. We don't plan on putting the mirrors back on, that's kind of why we're taking them off, but it does make it a lot easier to go ahead and get them out of the way. And just like the mirrors, we do not plan on reusing these grips, so very carefully with a nice sharp razor blade, go ahead and slice down the grip and then just peel it off the bar, just like I did there. Alright, if your bike has cable ties, go ahead and remove them. Next step will be go ahead and make sure that the clutch perch and the brake perch bolts are loose enough to where they'll slide back and forth on the bars. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and remove the handlebars, and you're going to need a 12mm wrench or 12mm socket wrench. Go ahead and back those out. Be careful that your bars don't go slapping down on your nice tank. Alright, a little tip here, if you're doing this by yourself, leave that last bolt in, as it'll help hold the bar in place where you kind of settle everything, get stuff moved around. Now go ahead and remove that bolt and lift your handlebar out, and then everything should be loose enough where you could slide it off the bars. Shift it all the way to the one side, get everything off, shift to the other side, and then you're good. Now we'll go ahead and install the new bar risers for Moose. These ones, they are offset, so we went ahead and opted to have the outer sides kind of go out, farther edges out. Go ahead and tighten them down. These use a 6mm Allen key. Moving on, we'll be replacing the throttle tube with a supplied aluminum throttle tube in your Ergo Kit. Be mindful when you're removing the two screws off the back of the throttle housing. The top screw is longer than the bottom screw. I can't do nothing with you. Next, we're going to go ahead and lube our cables since we have access to them right now. Then we'll add some grease to the ends of the cables, as that is a pivot point. I like to throw down a little paper towel just to help keep the mess contained. Once you've accomplished that, go ahead and grab your supplied throttle tube and reinstall your throttle housing. Be sure that the top screw is the long one and the shorter is the bottom. Do not tighten all the way down, as we will need it a little loose so we can slip it onto the end of the bar for reassembly. Congratulations, you reassembled and lubed your throttle assembly. Now, go ahead and slide all your components back onto your bars for reassembly. You can use this time to go ahead and shorten the bars down if you'd like. We opted to keep them the stock length. Install the new bar clamps. You will need a 6mm Allen key. Don't tighten it all the way down just yet, as you'll need to make your final adjustments left to right, front to back. Alright, once you get the bars positioned where you like them, go ahead and tighten them down the rest of the way. Now grab the smaller diameter grip, or your left hand grip, and go ahead and add your grip glue, or be ready to use your wire tie to keep the grip on. Put it all the way on the bar, then we're going to move all the way across the bar, tightening down everything. When you get to the throttle tube, be mindful to leave a little bit of bar hanging out past the end. Really helps when you go to add bark busters or something later on, as that'll grip to the bar and not the throttle tube itself. Before installing the grip, add a little bit of grip glue to the end of the throttle tube itself, and that'll kind of smear across the tube as you apply the grip on. And once you feel complete with everything, go ahead and put the final touch on, add your bar pad, and we'll move on to foot pegs. Starting from the left hand side of the bike, you're going to need to remove one 17mm bolt. Then you'll be adding the complete and assembled left hand foot peg with new bracket. Add a little bit of Loctite on there if you need it. Moving over to the right hand side of the bike, we've got two Allen bolts to go ahead and remove. You'll need an 8mm Allen key. Remove those. And then same thing as the left side, you'll have a complete assembly for the foot peg, and go ahead and slap that back on with a new bracket and add Loctite as needed. Alright, congratulations, you've successfully installed ProCycle's Ergo Kit for your TW200. Hey, if you like this video or you like the videos we've been doing, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and our newsletter, and if you'd like to give us any pointers or anything you'd like to see or just say hey, please leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and remember, the adventure begins here.